What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Is it a happy Tuesday? Honestly, today wasn't too bad. Band kids did pretty good. Most of our elementary did really good. So shout out to the elementary kids that did great today as we prepare for our concert tomorrow. It's concert time, and then after that, I can breathe. I'm almost done with master classes for this semester, and then I gotta wait till July, and I'll start 2 more, and then the fall I'll do 2 more, and then I have 1 left, and I can't wait. What's up, Kimmy? How you doing? Bacon's in the chat. You guys get, let's see. You guys get...
The cat won't fit in the toaster.
That's your sound effect. That's the one you get today. Feeling like a sad slice of bacon. I wasn't supposed to embody my gamer tag. What's going on, Bacon? Why are you sad? I'm sorry that you're sad. Sometimes it's okay to be sad. Extreme, how you doing there, bud? You get this sound effect today. There you go. Getting married next June. Hey, congratulations. Can we get a round of applause to Kimmy in the chat? Getting married, got the venue. Very nice. Have I played Fortnite Festival? I have not. But I will tell you this, Extreme. My students put me onto this, and honestly, it looks like something exciting that I would actually try. The prop hunt that you can do in Fortnite actually looks pretty fun. So I need to mess with it a little bit, but if I were to do that, I would love to test that out with you sometime. I think that would be fun. The prop hunt in Fortnite, because I've been watching a guy do it in one of the Call of Duty games, and it looks like so much fun. I'd never had Call of Duty to do it. And then I saw they said, oh, it's in Fortnite too. It's like you play in Fortnite. I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. And then we watched a Lachlan video when we got done playing through our concert music. So I was really impressed. I was actually like, oh, I kind of want to try that. So there we go. Just got your wedding dress a couple weeks ago, and now it's finally hitting me. But next year I'm going to be someone's wife. It's hard to believe. Well, congratulations, Kimmy. Then it started to hit me. Finals coming up, and I really just want to go home. I understand. I understand. As someone who...
Future pants.
I don't know.
We're going to wear tomorrow. And the next
So, they're talking about pants in the song. It's weird. It's song's called Future Pants. Okay. Shout out to Abstraction. I can remember the person that I was seeing before my wife. I was in a really dark time in my life after we broke up, and it was very difficult. There's a lot of things I'm not going to go into detail with it, but I'm in danger from Emerald Knight. Is it going to pop up? Did it work? Oh, there it is.
I'm in
It's still not playing the sound.
danger.
What happened? Anyway. Yes, it sucks. It really does. And it took me a while to kind of get out of that funk. And when my wife and I started talking and we were just hanging out as friends and stuff, I had no intentions of anything. I think I told this story before. I had to go through a lot of like my own mental stuff and sort that out to the point where I was comfortable in my skin. I was happy with who I was and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that you're not happy with who you are and stuff like that. I'm just saying, but the absence of something that is familiar sucks. Especially if even if it's something that's not great for us. So I understand the feeling. I really do. I promise you it's going to get better. It will. And finals are coming up. You're going to wrap that up. You're going to go home for the summer. You're going to have a great time. Like, think of the positives of that. That's going to be great. You can play with Shy's baby. That's going to be awesome. Like, think of all the positives that are going to happen. It's hard to not focus on the negatives because the negatives can weigh on us so much, but I promise you, that feeling's going to pass. It doesn't seem like it in the moment. Trust me. In the moment when I was there, I didn't feel like it, but it does, and it's a lot brighter. Honestly, because if I would not have gotten out of that funk, I probably wouldn't have been your band teacher. I probably never would have met you. I probably never would have become a content creator and talked with people on stream and stuff. It's good. You want a refund? I'm sorry, Emerald. I don't know what's going on with the sound for those. It should work. I fixed it once before, and it didn't want to work again. Let me look at it one more time while we're chatting. I'll do some tech stuff as we're going. Prop hunt community night would be really cool. Honestly, X, I would love that. Plane Fest will try to see if it will help my motor skills. Hey, that'd be good. I'm not trying to get dark. That's why I wanted to end on like the brighter note of that. But that's life. Like, we're all gonna get into really dark spots in our life, and that sucks. But it does get brighter. It just doesn't seem like it in the moment. And one way that we can do that is just by continuing forward and thinking about the positive things. And I'm a proponent where I don't think about the positive things all the time. There's sometimes where I stew in the negatives, and that I hate that. I don't like doing that, but I do, and it happens. And I have friends, I have family, I have people around me that help pull that out of me, even if I don't want to, even if I'm just like, no, let me stew in this. But it does get brighter, and it's one of those things. Dark odd, like my so you guys should see my bedrock skin is the inverse of my my Java skin. So because I was messing around with some stuff and I found a setting that inverted it, and I'm like, that's cool, I'm downloading that. So I use that on bedrock, and I think that's awesome. Okay, I think it might be the web socket stuff. Let's see. I wonder if the password changed. Yes, no one's gonna get my password. Copy, paste, connect to OBS. All right, let's see. And I didn't hear the breaking dish. Okay, so I owe you guys a haha, I'm in danger, and a breaking dish really quick. So let me pull. Actually, can I do that? I want to see if I can do that on my phone. It'd be kind of cool. Let me find my Twitch app. Because I had that issue last time, and once I connected it, it was fine. So there is the Odd Ones SMP. I just haven't updated it. I haven't done anything with it because time just got away from me. Constantly around people that know him, barely believe my side of the story because he's such a good guy. And that could be one of the things that sucks a lot, because if said other person is like a familiar person with others, and they might, if they know him better, that might happen. Again, it's one of those things you just gotta push through, and be yourself, think of the positives, and yeah, just tell them, I'm telling you my side. This is my side of the story. That's just how it is. I promise you it will get better. I promise you that. It doesn't feel like it in this exact moment, but it will. Okay. I need to find my chat. And I need to find... Can I do the odd stuff? Where is that? The bits. Not the bits. The channel points. Where are my channel points at? I should be able to do that on my phone, right? I thought so. I just can't find it. Eyes are overloaded at work on a remodel for a government building, and I ran outside screaming. Haven't done that in a few months. It's been a rough day. I get it. I get it. We had to deal with some really unruly fourth graders today. I had a good talk with them saying, if you guys are gonna act like this, you're not doing band. This is how you're gonna treat my wife, who's their music teacher, and you're gonna treat the recorders. I'm not putting an instrument in your hand. Like, no, you gotta treat the adult in the room with respect, even if you don't like them. That's the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand, is that if you don't have respect, or if you don't like someone, it's like, oh, I'm gonna disrespect you constantly. That's not how that works. yes, we like sometimes we might want to do that, but like I think back to like my one of my English teachers that I had. I had some really good English teachers, and I had one that was like not my favorite, and stuff. I didn't care for her, but I still treated her with respect because she was my teacher. And I know that like it's welcome back, Cyan. How you doing, bud? Sorry, there was a little delay in there because I was trying to find these things. So, but even though you don't like that adult, you still have to show them that respect, like as the teacher in the room. And I was mature enough to understand that in high school, which was good. These are fourth graders also that I'm talking about that they probably don't understand it yet. Hopefully they understand it at some point. Okay, so I owe Emerald, and I'm in danger. Where is it at? Where did my... I'm in danger. Here we go. Refund. There we go.
I'm in danger.
Okay, there we go. And then I... Did that play? And then I owe Bacon a breaking dish. Breaking dish. Where'd it go? There it is. Redeem. Chat. Cool. Okay. I think I know the issue, which is really weird because it shouldn't happen. But I wonder if I have to leave that open. Let me try something. It's the trigger fire has been really wonky lately. I need to find a different way to do this. So if anyone else streams or knows streaming stuff that knows how I can do these channel points not through trigger fire, that would be great. But I'm going to use it because I have it. You own a cat and it won't fit in a toaster. Yes. There you go, Cyan.
The cat won't fit in the toaster.
It won't. Please don't put it in the toaster. All right. Where's the cat cam? That's concept art. Where's my cat cam? Oh, is my cat cam not going to work? Really? Where is it at? Switch on over here quick. Scene. Boom. Sources. Cat cam. There we go. Oh, there's the cute cat. What's up, James? How you doing? Okay. I think we're good now. That should work. Okay, I think I figured out how all that works now, too. Cool. All right. And let's try that breaking dish one more time. Why is it still? I can't hear it. Hello? Monitor only, output on. Boom. I'm not doing too bad. I'm trying to do some tech stuff, and I don't get why it does this. Creeper hiss? It's still not loading. What is going on? Okay, I'm gonna have to mess with this again. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't get it. I'm buying all of my decorations for my wedding on Temu because it's cheaper. That it also where I got my dress. Hey, not too bad. My wife and I, we got a bunch of our wedding stuff from IKEA, actually. So like the glass vases that we put little pebbles in and wrapped in twine and put flowers in, we got those, and they're relatively cheap. Actually no, that was our candles. We got our candles there. Dollar Tree, actually fantastic for if you're making your own wedding stuff. Highly recommend it. It's $1.25 or more, but you know, honestly, still pretty affordable. I would recommend that. Cat getting, she is, because she just keeps eating. She's gotten to the point now where she gets to like the food bin, even when she has food in her bowl, and she's just like pawing at the container holding the food. And she's even been able to get the latch up with her nose. It's yeah, she's getting to be a fat cat. Eventually, she's gonna be called Tiki the Meatball, at least in my mind. So there's that. Oh, crazy. Well, we have 13 days left with students, and then yeah, we're pretty much done. We're done for the semester. I have a week of meetings and like end of the year party thing we do for teachers, and then I'm gonna get into my what's it called? I'll be getting into my summer lesson stuff, which is gonna mostly be in the mornings, and then the afternoons on Tuesdays. I am going to be going to Las Vegas in a couple, actually like the first week of June. So I'm not going to be streaming one of those days for sure. I might stream from the hotel. I don't know. If not, I'll just do like a quick like vertical stream from the hotel. I don't know. But I'm going to be going to Las Vegas. So if anyone's from Vegas and they want to be like, what's up, Odd? I'll be there. Just doing some teacher stuff. It's going to be fun. June 18th, 2027 is wedding day. Send pictures in the Discord of the wedding next year. We look forward to it, Kimmy. She is well loved. That is true. When she's not fighting Meep. Yeah, you keep fighting Meep. Might as well call her Tiki. Tiki Masala. I love that. That's a great name. Tiki Masala. What school do your t-shirt? It's not a school. So, here, let me stand up quick. Ugh. So it's a play on Game of Thrones. So it says, I play music and I know things, which it's a play on, I think, Tyrion Lannister's phrase. It's like, that's what I do. I drink and I know things. So if anyone knows Game of Thrones, that's what this is a play on. First week of June, Robert's coming back from deployment. Nice! Good old Robert. Hope he's doing well. I haven't heard from him because, I don't talk to all my former students, but that's good to hear that hopefully he's doing well. What school do I teach at? I'm not going to tell you. I can't tell you that. That docks me, Cyan. You can't ask me that question. I'm not going to tell you. Here, I'll make up a school. I work at Bacon Cyan Hamburger Patty Middle School. That's where I work. That's my school. You can quote that. She's like, oh, me? I would never. Yeah, she is like that. He teaches at Hogwarts. Oh, that would be so cool, though, if I could. But no, sadly, Hogwarts was not hiring, so I teach muggles. I teach cool muggles. Most of them are cool. Most of them. I meant, what school do you teach at? I know you said that. I'm not going to tell you what school I teach at there. Like Kimmy said, I teach at Hogwarts. I'm their new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. No, of all honestly, I would be their charms teacher and probably their music director, because that's what Flitwick does. Bacon Cyan Hamburger Patty Middle School. There you go. Put that on a t-shirt. That would be great. Oh. Okay. We're going to keep on chatting and stuff, but we're going to get into back into some building. I've been really enjoying building. Our back to the school sale, which I can't remember if I took that coupon off. Let me find. There we go. I need to do an end of the year sale. So if you're interested, I'm going to be running an end of the year sale on my Patreon, where I've just updated all my schematics. I'm going to be having a world download coming up soon. You get all this other stuff. If you want to show some support for the channel, you don't have to. Again, that's just an option. But if you would like to, the sale is going to be the perfect time to do it. Ever past that district? I'm not even gonna message it to you in Discord there, Cyan. Sorry. He hath returned. How are things going? I'm honestly not too bad. We're doing pretty good. How you doing there, Papa? Make that that place a build in your world. I'm not going to build my school. I'm not going to do that because I don't know. I just don't want to build my... I might build a school. I'm not going to build my school. Hamburgers. It taught you how hamburgers are made. Exactly. There we go. All right, so here is one of the concepts that I am working on right now. So this was originally yellow wool, and then I swapped it out for yellow concrete. We're going to use kind of these blocks to texture it. But first, I think we can texture this calcite really quick. It's not going to take too much. And then we texture the bricks down here with some granite and some mud bricks. But I think I have the rest of the main details pretty much ironed out. Be pretty good. If you missed last stream that I did, we finished up build that bacon. I could build the bacon school. That'd be great. I'm not going to tell you what district though. But here is the music store / apartment or florist / apartment building that we built last time. And I think this turned out great, which is going to go along with a lot of the assets that we're building for our city, for our forever world. And all of these are going to be schematics available on the Patreon at the $5 tier and above. So if you would like access to the schematics, you can sign up on Patreon, the $5 tier, grab the schematics, and you're good to go. Earn my certificate in professional trombone playing and singing about my magic foot. Yeah, we were listening to some of that today after we got done running through our concert music, or rather, your cast members were fellow cast members were doing that. All right, let's grab those blocks. I'm not gonna tell you the state, Cyan. You can't be asking questions that could dox me, dude. Like we can't. I'm not gonna tell you what state. I'm not gonna tell you where. I'll never find you from state. You could. That's the thing. You could find me from the state. Any little detail that I give out about where I live could potentially like lead to clues about things. It's happened before. Like I've watched videos of how like small details people like write down and they just track everything from a streamer to the point where they pinpoint their exact location on Google Maps, they drive to them, and they knock on their front door. I'm not saying you're going to do that, but I've seen videos of where people have, like, done that. And they're, like, a streamer's, like, streaming and doing their thing, and they hear a knock on the door, and it's one of their fans that track them down through every little thing. And I have kids. I have a wife. I have a full-time job outside of this. I don't need people driving to my state or doing anything like that. Again, not saying you're going to do that, but I'm not going to tell you my state, dude. So please don't ask again. I'm asking nicely. Tiki needs to get out of the camera. Doesn't know it's unladylike to bathe in front of other people. Well, I know. She just wants to sleep and be cute. That's all she wants. He's 100% from Mexico. Just start there. There you go. I live in I was gonna say Brazil. I don't know if I could live in Brazil. Let's say I live in the wonderful land of Oz in Munchkin Land. That's it. That's where I'm at. Probably more Canadian. I wish, dude. I looked at moving to Canada at one point, and their job market, like I feel like their jobs pay fairly well, but like to get a job there as a teacher is like it's like a 3-4 year wait, sometimes longer. Kind of crazy. I love you song and reenact my magic foot performance. I know exactly the person to do that, and I'll let them know tomorrow. Let's see. Brush. We'll do a spear. We'll do calcite, diorite, and pale oak log, and then mask calcite. Oddman is a munchkin, confirmed 100%. No, I don't want that one. Oh, we could just strip it, honestly. That's fine. We'll go through and strip it. That's fine. I'll use an APK and track the states. It's illegal to track exact locations. It is, but it's been done. It's kind of crazy, the things that people have done. Yeah, I don't live in winter that much. Honestly, I would go because I like Tim Hortons coffee. And among other things with Canada, that would be really cool. Plus, that's where JD's at. JD and I can hang out up there too. But no, I want to go to Toronto. I really want to go to the Toronto Film Festival. That's one of my like goals is to go there someday. That would be a lot of fun. I'm going to swap the song quick. I don't know what this song is, but I'm not feeling it. There we go. And boom. Alt Man Middle. I don't know what that is. I don't know what an APK is, honestly. I've heard it before. I don't know what it is. You starting to guess. You can guess. You're not going to get it right. But I applaud you for at least attempting to do something, but don't ask. Banging on the floor above me, and I'm weirded out. Is it like just like hitting the floor? Or is it just like constant? Like they're dancing or something? I've given my first name before. My first name is Jared. That's all you need to know. But most people just call me Odd, at least on here. I have some students who try to, and I'm like, no. And then I walk away. As far as you guys know, my name's Odd. Only, like, my personal friends and family call me my first name. But my first name is not that important. It's honestly not even that special. Let's see. We'll do bricks. I need granite and mud bricks. Mask bricks. Nice try there, Cyan. Oh, he gave me his first name. Is he going to give me his last name? No. Like I said, quit asking. You're asking questions that I'm not answering, dude. At all. My last name, Fenutenstein. There you go. Fenutenstein is my last name. So, have fun with that one. All right. So, I want to texture this one before we move on to the back building. Because I do have a reference on my phone that I saved the other day. And it's a build from Build Bank. So, shout out to Build Bank. It's a really beautiful, like, rundown townhouse. But it's exactly what I'm kind of going for with this style. So, I'm going to go with that. And try to kind of texture it and give it some shadows from that. Being hit in a constant stream of I don't know. Huh. Interesting. I don't even know where that's at, Cyan. Like a Tupperware, where they're just hitting a Tupperware. Are they practicing drums or something? It's interesting. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to create some shadows using the darker terracotta. And do something like that. And then we're going to use some of the mosaic bamboo underneath. And I wondered if the powder would look good. Honestly, I don't hate it. It looks a little too concentrated there, so I feel like I could swap out some stuff. But honestly, I don't mind it. Let's do that and like that. I don't know if I like the mosaic. If I just did bamboo. Maybe I'll swap to bamboo planks. Sounds like a pencil being hit on the desk or floor. Maybe they're studying and they're just doing that. I don't know. I don't hate it. I'm going to keep it for now. We're just going to keep on texturing a little bit and kind of going from there before we add in like some window decorations and stuff. But it shouldn't be too bad. The ads. Now we have to move very slowly. No, it's okay. We'll do that, and boom, boom. I'm kind of using it as a reference to go back and forth because I don't want it to be like exactly the same. It'd be perfect, but the ads scared the heck out of you. I'm so sorry. Also, if you guys do watch the ads, I do appreciate it because I do get kickback from that. That's one way you guys can also show support. If you don't subscribe, and that's perfectly fine, I do appreciate kind of whatever. You guys being here and just chatting and stuff means a lot to me. So just be aware of that as well. Okay, I kind of want the reference of Legos I have. Trevor, how are there two of you? This cannot be because you were on top of the building and now you're not there. Do you have good trades? Oak log, lily pads. Okay. He's got two good trades. This Trevor can stay. But can this Trevor stay? Cherry logs. Firefly bushes. Okay, you guys can both stay, but I'm taking your llamas. I'm taking them with me. They're mine now. These llamas are mine, Trevor. You brought this on them just by being here. Run away. Be fine. Be free. Okay. Middle name? Throwback to bacon there. Weltanschalen. That's my middle name. Weltanschalen. I kind of want to do like a dark red down here to contrast with the yellow. The newer sulfur and cinnabar blocks would be perfect for this, but sadly we don't have those yet, and I don't think I would be able to use them in my rotation shorts that I've been working on, so it might just be mangrove. Honestly, let's try it. Just a dark enough red to add some contrast. I kind of like that, honestly, because we can add an awning over here, which is what they build bank has, and it's such a good build. Actually, what's your middle name when I want your autograph? I'm not going to tell you my middle name, dude. As far as you need to know, my full name is Jared Weltanschalen Fortviknugen. There you go. For whatever I said before. I don't even remember what the fake last name that I gave you. I'm not going to tell you my middle name. I could tell you that my middle name is Scotty. That's not going to, like, mean anything. Because you realize that just because you're asking me the questions doesn't mean I have to answer it. I could just say that my full name is Jonesy Scotty Dreidelspin. I don't know. First letter of your school. No, I'm not telling you. First and last. Nope. Nope. Not telling you. There you go, Michael Kovac. I don't even know. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. All right, let's do an awning. Let's do some white wool. And they're using... Oh, they're actually using copper, which is kind of nice. Copper steps. I kind of want to try that. Let's do the oxidized. And actually, let's do pale oak stairs. I think that would be good. Dude, yeah, that's me. I'm a dude. I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. Because we're all dudes. Hey, I'm a dude. A well-known voice actor. I'd have to. What roles did they play? Oh, the Amazing... Yeah, I know the Amazing Digital Circus. My daughter was into them for a while. I don't know if she still is, but... No, that's, Yeah. Okay. I get it now. And let's kind of tie in these over here with those. But I've never personally watched it because it's not my thing. But I have heard of it. I feel like that awning is very low, but we're going to go with it for now. That's fine. Oh, no, that is way too low. Just back it up. I feel like that's fine. So with that, let's just put some of these underneath. Call that good. He's the Orpal. That means nothing to me. Orpal Bunny. Okay, I've seen some of the voice actors for Has Been Hotel because they've been popping up at cons around me, but that's like their only noticeable role I think that I've seen. So it didn't like strike me as like, oh, I have to meet this person. See, I think of like what's their name? Is it James Bloom, voice of Tom, and Spike Spiegel out of Cowboy Bebop? Johnny Young Bosch, who voices Ichigo, and Vash in Trigun and stuff like that. Like, those are voice actors that I really would love to meet. There's more of them, of course, that I want to meet, but just, haven't done that. I think that awning works a lot better, honestly. It's funny, though. What's funny? If you have a fundraiser, send it in chat. I'll buy something. Nope. If you want to support a fundraiser or anything, you can always send a super chat. All right, let's do a double door here. I don't know. Again, Digital Circus was just not my thing. My daughter watched it for a little bit. Just not my thing. The one in the middle? I don't know what the one in the middle is. I don't know what that is. Okay. All right. That's coming together nicely. I kind of want to fill this in with something, but maybe we'll use some of our assets that we developed for the Cyberpunk City to do like maybe a sign on the end. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But I'm going to do some black glass that we can do like a 6-pane window here. Add some definition with that window. I think that'd be good. And again, it's not a game that I've played. I've seen footage of it because my kids played it, but it's just not my thing. They were just talking about Poppy's playtime earlier today in the car, which was interesting. All right, we're going to tie in this building some more and use the same kind of coverage like that. Because that'll just kind of fill it in nicely. And honestly, let's add a spruce stair underneath. Yeah, I think that's going to tie together nice. Oh, I didn't. Your paragraph didn't send at all. It's not there at all. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it was too long, and Nightbot ixnayed it. Yeah, I don't think my daughter watches it much anymore. She did for a while, but every time I watched it, it just seemed interesting, and like anything that did seem kind of inappropriate, I was like, nope, we're gonna change it for today. We're gonna do that. Honestly, this is looking pretty good. I kind of want to add a division between the glass here, and I feel like we could do something on the side, but I don't know if that's gonna look weird with a ledge sticking It's honestly not bad. What if we do that? We just rotate either or. Ah. I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, I'm not sold on it. I wish we had like trapdoors that were like half the size. That would be kind of nice. Like we put them down and it's just the top half. That would be cool. Let's try every other one being shelves. Because then they're a little more flat to the building. Yeah, no, I hate that even more. Trial and error sometimes. That's just what it takes. I could do signs, but signs will leave a little... It'll leave a gap. I wish I could just do this without them. That's the best one, honestly. I think we're going to do that. It gives a little bit of separation, but we still get that yellow peeking out, which I'm not crazy about. But I don't hate it. So I think we'll keep that. And I don't know what's going to go on this side, so we're going to leave that empty, and we'll just add in this top section here. I got nothing there, Cyan. I think that's just a sign. I don't need to see it, right? I think that's just the sign. Nope. I realize I didn't go too far. I didn't go far enough. That happens. Alright. Should be like that then. Yeah, there we go. I like that. I like that. Let's texture the bottom now. Mangrove, I need planks and stripped underscore mangrove log. And then we'll mask stripped mangrove. I think it's wood. I don't know if the cinnabar is going to fit with that, but I think that's going to look good. So far, these two buildings look really good. I hate that the signs are disappearing from just entities being too far away, but overall, not too bad. I am thinking, though, like, hanging a little kind of sign there would look really good, as long as it doesn't, like, run into our heads here. And it's like, boom. Like, hanging off that would be really good. And to keep the buildings kind of on the same level there. I see nothing there, dude. Are you sure you're sending it? Because I'm not seeing it at all. There we go. Okay. Let's do a little bit of a billboard. Let's see. What would be a good contrast? between the yellow and the bricks back there. I'm going to look at a color wheel, even though I'm not going to be able to really tell much about it. But I want to see if I can hover over it and see if it'll tell me what colors will be complementary and contrasting. So red and yellow already kind of like are contrasting because they're next to each other. I feel like a blue would pop really well. Is that blue? That's blue. Okay. Let's try that. We'll try that. So we'll get rid of that. I need blue. Boom. Boom. I think that will work. And then what kind of trap doors? I feel like the orange will pop with the blue trapdoors. Gosh, I need to wear my glasses when I stream. My head is starting to hurt from streaming. And boom. Oh, I need to do... Nope. That? Yeah. Yeah, I think that works. Maybe shift it forward just a little bit, but I think that it's nice. Oh, I got blocks there. I would love a blue frog light. I don't know if is it pearlescent? That's kind of the purpley. I wonder if that would work with it. If we replace like that and that. How would it look with shaders? It's very bright. Can we get a blue tree? Like a weird end tree that's blue? Ooh, I kind of like that. I like that. We're keeping that. That's good. Yeah, it gives us that glow, but it hides it a little bit, which I think is really good. Cool, we'll keep that. Sweet. Oh, my eye. But I do think moving it forward just a skosh will work. We'll just like... there. Oh, I didn't move all of the trap doors. Whoops. Let's get those. There we go. Because then it's low enough to where we can walk underneath it. But it's not like so low that I feel like I'm going to bump my head on it. Like that's pretty good space. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's texture this walkway quick. So we got stone bricks. Let's do cobblestone, andesite, and mossy stone bricks. Try that. I think that will look good. And then we just need to put some stairs in. Mossy cobble, stone bricks, boom, and andesite. That. And That's coming together nice. I like this because it kind of gives some like old style kind of architecture, but adds in like the newer kind of upgrades, which I think works really well. Okay, and we got the roof here, which I think works great, but we're gonna take that white terracotta and I think use it for the faces of these, because then we can add a kind of division between them. Yeah. Let's do some polished deep slate to kind of break up this harsh line here. And yeah, I'll do something like that. I think that looks good. And that. What do you guys think so far? How's it looking? Okay, I like that. That looks good. At least so far. Need to add flowers on the planter boxes and maybe get some lanterns up just for some lights, but overall, I think that's looking good. How did I must have hit that with the brush on accident when we did the texture in the bottom. But I like to imagine, okay, the door is back here, and since this is kind of like an alleyway, we're going to put like some trash cans and stuff down there. I want something to divide this, but I feel like we should have a little overhang here. I don't know what kind, though. We can get a door in there. But I want something to divide this, which I feel like that would be a good use of the trapdoor and spruce slab alternation. Alternate that back. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't. And then an awning here. I don't know if a campfire one, because we're in a back alley, if that would work well. Let's see how that looks here. Ooh, I think that's good. Because once you come around this corner, boom, and you're like, oh, here's the doorway. It's a little tight, but honestly, I feel like alleyways kind of feel that way sometimes. Depending on like what cities and stuff you're in. But I feel like that would be good. And then if we do a window, let's do 2 windows here, but we're going to make them boarded up. I think that would be good. And we'll do black glass for now. See if we like that at all. Yeah, look at that. I think that's good. Do some sort of overhang on these. Whoops. Like mismatch ones that maybe they just like, they were both this size and they just kind of broke down a little bit. I like it. I like it. Yeah, it's coming together. I like it. Now, move it up to here before we do some texture. Oh, I realized I never filled this in. Actually, you're not going to really see it, but It's a good chance to try something different. Because I know a lot of buildings that have like flat roofs like this, they have like it's like a tar covering that seals everything in, and then like it drains out a drain to like their gutter system. I think that's good, honestly. Goes with the walls and stuff, but I'm imagining a window like here, maybe a bigger window, and then kind of mimicking the bottom. Two smaller windows. And then maybe do those. And then do a bigger window here. Because I think it'd just be funny, the fact... Because I don't know if you guys have ever stayed in like really cheap hotels before, but when you like look out and it's just a building, I think that's just funny when that happens. Like, it's not funny in the moment because it's like, oh, a window, let's see what our view is, and then it's just not great. Let's do something like that. Come on, give me a better paintings. Something like that. Like, ooh, here's our view, and it's just a really tagged up back of the house. Ooh, graffiti on a painting would be really good. Ooh, I'm thinking. I love that. Okay. But yeah, I think this would need to be... This is the area that has the better view. That top window. So we'll go with that. Oh, sorry, I'm having my headache. I had a headache earlier in the day. A lot of it was probably from my blood pressure medicine being out, and I haven't had it for 2 days. But I finally got it today. I took it. My head is like hurting up here. And I don't know why. That. Maybe make these two windows just a tad smaller. There we go. I think that'll work. And because this window is the strange view one, we'll just do that. I think that'll be good. Kind of tempted to move it up too, honestly. Yeah, that works better. Yep, just make them kind of carbon copies. That works. And since those bottom ones are black stained glass, because they're probably just kind of dingy, they have it's got signs on the, or boarded up, because they're probably broken glass texture would be really cool to add. Maybe these ones are actually the residence halls of this building, so they're actually like decent. Or they're like a loft apartment above a boba shop. I don't know. Yeah, I think that works, honestly. You get a little bit of contrast from the white and the dark and the black. I like that. All right, let's do some texturing quick. Sphere bricks. Granite. Oh, I did the wrong one. Granite. Mud bricks. Mask bricks. Was there just like a bunch of motion blur when I moved? Or was that my eyes playing a trick on me? Okay. That's good. Oh, need to get rid of that brush, and then we'll texture the bottom. And oak planks. Stripped. What's up, Glowberry? How you doing? Boom. Okay. Texture down here. That'll work. And let's get a good view of these. I need my where is my brightness right there. Put that at moody apply. What kind of city is this? So this is kind of it's a city that I want to build in my forever world. Ooh, I think that looks good. So let me show you if you if you missed a couple of the builds that we've done. So here's the clock tower build that I did that is based off of a Lego set that I saw. I thought this was really cool. So this is kind of what got the train rolling. What sparked the whole thing was this pizza shop that I built. Like, I really like my pizza shop design. This is also built, like, all of these are built off of Lego designs that I've seen online. Like, either it was Lego ideas or Pinterest or Google. I think they translated really well, from Legos to blocks. So started just building up different things, like this building, which I think I'm labeling as like the town hall. That's going to be my creeper farm. And then this one we built last stream over here. You like the style? Nice, thank you. This was the music shop with a flower shop below, which I think is cool. It's good, thank you. Appreciate it. So these are all buildings that are going to go in my city that I want to build. I started mapping it out in a creative world, kind of how I want it. But I just need the buildings to populate it. These are very bright, so I feel like these are going to go probably close to a residential area. I feel I got to read more into like how city designs are done. But you can tell this back building is kind of like the rundown one, because of just the broken windows. We're gonna put some trash and stuff everywhere. But I need to look up some reference for trash. I'm gonna save that in my concept art so I don't lose it. But how are you doing, Barry? How's life going? I want to see what people have done for garbage and stuff. People have some really cool builds. Oh, shopping cart. Ooh. Could I add a shopping cart in there? I don't know if I have if I could do one, but let's try it. Life's going good? Good. I think it's funny to put like a shopping cart here. Is that right? No, that's a slab. Ooh, I realized I did that wrong. Let's grab a tough slab. What would it be like to have a world where everything is super detailed? I try my best to do kind of detailed builds like that, because I like that kind of stuff. Ooh, and they move them down, which I can't do with this, sadly. So I don't know. It does take time. I think that's the reason like why my forever world has gone. It takes a while to get like videos out in my forever world, because I do like to detail builds. I'm trying not to detail as much, but there's that. All right, I'm gonna try my original idea, because I think we did something like. It might not work. Oh, shopping cart idea's out because it's not going to work. Dang, okay. Well, let's try... blue. Green. Let's do lime, actually. And yellow. I think we'll go with the... we'll do like blue, green, yellow. Some bins there. I can't type to save my life. Item frames. And we'll do some stuff like this. Glass. And don't know if I'd actually put an iron block in it, but it works. So we got some like recycling bins there. And then a kelp block is great with some coral. Can't remember if it's the tube that looks good. Yeah, it's that one. So like that. And we'll just kind of dot these around a little bit. I like that. Ah, I can't type, guys. And some leaf litter to tie a lot more of this together. I think that'd be good. Yeah. I think that looks good. I think that looks really good. Got like a grody alleyway kind of going. I like it. Yeah, we can grab one up here too. Probably throw it like there. And we'll throw a composter with a spruce trapdoor there. I don't like it there, honestly. Let's do that. The trash bin. Excellent. Excellent. Just need a railing here. But I wonder if the hanging signs would work for that. Because I love using hanging signs as a rail, because I think it just looks good. Yeah, honestly. I don't know if the trapdoors add anything to it or if it takes away too much. Let's try that. You having fun over there, Tiki? No, I think that's perfect, actually. I like that. Cool. Sweet. Okay, got that going. It's just the sides that are open, which I will worry about a different time. Since we're going to have this side, I wonder if we just put some big ol' windows too. Like that. Just do 3 windows. Be a little different, but just kind of adds a little more detail there. Tiki, what are you doing? You're moving stuff around. Why are you doing that? Alright. Let's get some stuff in these planter boxes. Can I gift you Minecraft on Steam? I cannot. I'm sorry. I cannot. Let's see. Let's do... No, let's do the poppy, because that'll pop more. Huh. Some wildflowers, I think. That'll be good. And is Minecraft even on Steam? I didn't think it was. I thought you had to download it from the Mojang site. Get some this stuff put in. Just kind of add. Let's put a flower pot there, actually. Add some height variation there. I think that'll be good. Cool. I think that's good so far. I'm trying to... I don't want to overdo it, but I feel like there's more I can add. Doesn't help. My eyes are starting to hurt. And it's probably because I've been looking at screens like all day. And these aren't my prescription glasses. I apologize for the glare you're gonna get, but these are gonna help me at least work with some blue light for a few minutes. They're also like super dirty because they just sit here gathering dust when I don't use them, because I've been in the habit of putting my own glasses on, which has been nice now that I found them again. That's better. Okay. Just gotta texture this side, but I'm gonna worry about that later. But I think overall, I'm happy with this. This looks good. I don't know if that adds more to it or if it distracts from it. Yeah, I don't like that part. I don't even like those. I think we'll leave it. Yeah, I think we'll leave it like that. I think that's good. It's not done yet, but I'm happy with that. Honestly. All right, I'm going to take a quick break, guys, just to kind of stretch my legs. Ugh. Maybe grab some Tylenol for my head. I'm going to come back, and I have another build that I kind of want to start. Oh, Shy, you gave me the hydrate there, and I didn't see it. I am so sorry. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Hope the baby's doing well. But I'm going to take a quick break, stretch my legs, and get some Tylenol, and I'll be back to finish out the stream. So, be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. I had a little bit of Tylenol left. Not a lot. But I had 2. That should hopefully help until I go to bed, which is going to be in a little bit. Cities have a tourist destination, a landmark, and oddity. Well, I am odd, so that I got that covered. A tourist destination. It's a good idea. And a landmark. A landmark, I think I could definitely do. The warped-looking metal sphere. Are you talking about the bean? It's like that big metal bean that you can look into, and it just like warps your like image. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know how I would do something like that, but it gives me some food for thought. All right, it needs some more details and stuff to be kind of along the lines of these. But honestly, I'm happy with that. I like that. I have some others that I'm looking at because I don't know how many builds I want to do for this, but I feel like if I can have a good amount started, it'll be a lot easier to build. Probably, I think that's what it's called, the bean. I'd have to look it up, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Okay. Ooh, that's a nice one. There was one I saw. I was getting a bunch of ideas today. Oh, I do like that that's got a fire escape. This one, I don't even think this is a Lego one. It's just a ceramic kind of build. Interesting. It's a fish market next to a seafarer with a bedrooms and then an antique shop. I feel like that should be slanted. I don't know. Let me map it out. We probably won't build much of it today, but we can at least map it out a little bit, which I think is fine. Where am I didn't build this with any bricks, did I? Oh, cool. I thought I did. I thought I used bricks. Alright, we're going to map it out with bricks and mud bricks and probably regular bricks. Always being added, so some things are under construction. Ooh, under construction. I like that idea. I like that idea. Like add a half-finished building. Yep, I'm going to have cars and vehicles and stuff that I'll design, and I'll have a road system that goes through. Before I wrap up stream, if you're still here when we wrap up, Barry, I'll show you what I have so far. I just kind of like looked up a like city layout and started kind of building off of that and laying out certain ideas. But we'll see. Gosh. My cats just gave me a heart attack. Holy cow. Bike lanes, but there's no bikes in Minecraft. Yeah, I don't see my horses exist in cities sometimes. That is true. The bike lanes I think would be hard without making the streets like super long or super wide. I thought about just making like those speedster bikes that you see people make out of like grindstones and stuff. There's some pretty cool ideas out there that other people have done. But I don't know. It would be cool if we had paint and we could do like the edge of blocks with paint. But sadly, that's not a thing. At least yet. That would be awesome if it was, but alright, I think with these we're gonna make it roughly a square. Trying to get an idea of like an idea. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And boom. So this will be the first one. Brick paths. So yeah, I have spots labeled for walkways. I have a parking lot. and stuff like that. I've got stuff in my head. I haven't written it all down, but whew, that was weird. Okay, and then yeah, map art, and that's something I don't want to get too far into map art. You know, we'll build back by one. It kind of lines up evenly in this ceramic build, but yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if that's big enough. I feel like it's too big, but I don't want to make them the same. I feel like that's fine. I feel like it's the exact same thing, just it is just back by one block. Oh well, I guess that's what we're doing. And then this one, I'm gonna build forward by 2 just to. Do we want to build it by 2? No, it's just forward. It's pretty much lined up with this one. It's 1 block forward from here. I think we'll go with that. Ceramic bricks would be really cool. We'll just light it up with that one. Yeah, I think that'll look good. Now let's build a quick wire frame for it. Make this one 11 blocks tall. I'm gonna go to the stack tool that'll. Oh no, I went too far. There we go. Did I make this one 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No, I did that right. Now, I was kind of hoping they would add something like that with the new sulfur and cinnabar blocks, like another block. Like I'm happy with the colors of them. Honestly, they look like ketchup and mustard, but they honestly don't look too bad. And I would love to see more of them. Just more blocks. Okay, that's 11. That's 12. 13, 14, 15. Let's go there for now. And that down like so. Usually built with practicality, how the world works in mind. It is the idea of infrastructure has been a really big topic in my brain that I've been thinking about ever since I started watching the financial audit guy, Caleb Hammer. He talks a lot about like how certain parts of the country, like America is how I'm thinking about it, or even the world in general, are designed with different types of infrastructure. Like walking is more prioritized rather than being in a vehicle is more prioritized and stuff. And kind of thinking about how that has kind of developed over time from where we were. The difference is there are different rules like ice boat highways and floating buildings. And I don't want to do like the ice boat highways. I'll probably build one in Minecraft or like in the Nether or something. I think that would be kind of cool. Or maybe an underground like subway system that does it. But I don't want to do floating buildings. I think that would look interesting unless I did like a building that was like being sucked up through a portal if I was doing something cool, but I'm not thinking that, at least right now. Also, every village should have lightning rods, I think. I definitely put lightning rods around most of my builds because I don't want them to get struck by lightning. But I do try to I try to be on top of things where I can sleep and not let lightning happen a lot. But I like building lightning rods, like walls and fences, to see if I can connect things up. Let's do that. And boom. There's a basic wireframe for it. So like these two, same level, which they kind of are in this picture I'm looking at. The thing that's going to be interesting is doing the top of this one has more of a flat, round, flat kind of facade on the front. So that'll be interesting to do that. But, you know, we'll take a look at it as we go. But this one I'm also going to might chop up a little bit, and it's going to do more of a tile. Can't spell today. But it's going to do more of a kind of backwards type roof like that, slanted. At least that's how it's working in my brain. I don't know. I gotta mess with it, but it looks like it's gonna be one of those like slanted roofs that has dormers kind of sticking out, but it's more of the slate type tiles that you put on for roofs in some areas. But I don't know. I'm gonna mess with it more at a different time. But I'll leave this image up so I can get to it. Oof. But I think we're gonna wrap it up, guys. Ooh, I was gonna show you the city layout quick. I'm gonna show you that before we wrap up. So I'm gonna go to my creative version of my world, and over. Oh gosh, let me switch into my commands. I'm glad that I do have a creative version in case something ever happens to the main world. But I would kind of think the city would go over here, and I've already kind of started laying out stuff. You can see I've been a busy boy. So all of the red spots are going to be buildings, and then all of the light gray is going to be roads and stuff, and I have it kind of marked on like how wide they're going to be. The blue is a parking lot, and the yellow is going to be like a little kind of park area with a fountain and everything. I don't know what the other light blue area. I think I'm going to make that like a residential spot. But this is just kind of like the start of it. I worked on this for like maybe 30 minutes. Just kind of laying out a general layout. But some of these spots, especially like here, they're going to be... No, so this is a creative version of my Forever World. So I like to, when I do my builds in creative mode and then I make schematics of them, I place them in a creative version of the world so I can get like thumbnail ideas before I start doing much else with the actual like build, and I can see like, oh, is this going to be a good area for it before I build it? So I'll do that, and then so I have my main world, I have a creative world for it, and then I have a backup that I make of my main world, so that way I don't lose it, and hopefully I don't lose it. But I think so far this is a pretty good start. I have an idea already of how the roads are going to go, but the city planning layout is good. Thank you, I appreciate it. We're gonna kind of venture over to this area a little bit and back this way too. I can't remember what this pink was gonna be. This pink was gonna be something. Oh, I want to do like a train, like a minecart railway. So we'll have like a central hub here that's gonna like branch off in this direction, that direction, maybe underground here or around the city and off in that direction. So it's something I gotta play with. I do have some designs for all that. I just haven't implemented them. I started like copy and pasting builds and then just going from there, but I didn't like how it looked, so I got rid of them and flattened out this area more and just kind of started placing wool to kind of get an idea of where I want everything. But my thought process is with this is that these roads are all going to be 7 blocks wide. So that's why I have 3 pieces of gray wool over here, and then this one in the middle. So this is 7 wall tall. They'll curve, and then 5 blocks from the buildings are going to be sidewalks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't work that way everywhere because I just misplaced, but I can always move stuff. I think it was mainly over with these 2 buildings. Like, this is going to be the drive-up area for the parking lot. But we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. So, little smaller sidewalks. But that would make sense because there's spots in cities where they're not perfectly designed. So I kind of like that imperfectness of it. But I think we're going to make this area out here more the train station and residential type area. This will be the city. I don't know what I want to do with the buildings. I might name the streets after patrons and add like vehicles with like signs on them and stuff like that for different things like channel members. I don't know. I want to do some fun stuff so that way if people like feel inclined to help support the channel in that way, there's something they get from there, along with like the whole villager trading thing over there. But yeah, that's the city layout. I think I'm really happy with it. I'm glad I took a step back and I wiped what I had and started over because I think this is a lot cleaner. It looks better. Yeah, it kind of goes well. I think it's gonna be a cool build once we get it going. So yeah, there's that. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to wrap on up, guys. I am feeling it today. I always feel it, I feel like, because it's always Tuesday when I stream. But and the second day of the week, I think, is always the hardest on me versus Monday. But I think we're going to wrap up. I will see you guys next week on Tuesday for a stream and Thursday as well. And that, when we get into next week, I'm going to be pretty much done with stuff for work. And I'll be done with my college classes for this semester. So I'm excited for that and to be ready for my next set of classes, which are going to be more IT classes, and I'm excited for that a lot. Sorry, my brain is very foggy right now at this exact moment. New video is going to be coming out Saturday, so keep an eye out for that. And if you haven't seen my content or any of the videos that I have been posting, please consider going to check it out. I really do appreciate it. Drop a like, drop a comment. It really does help the channel out a lot. Shy, thank you for being here for giving me the hydrates and stuff. Glowberry, thank you so much for being here as well. Everyone else who was here, I appreciate you guys. You guys get that sound effect to wrap on up. But as always, the most important thing, it's to be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.